Hey everyone, MarcusWolfe here. Just a quick little few second disclaimer here. Sorry about this episode. This took a long while to get out because I was highly disappointed at the fact that we did. Basically, the image didn't get captured, and I was griping about it for a month. And because of that gripe, I lost interest. But I'm coming back in, and hopefully, there won't be any more big ass waits and whatnot. But just to say, it's gonna be more audiobook format because again, there's no image. All I have is the audio, which is better than nothing, but it's still annoying. So, sorry in advance for that. Still hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you all back to another episode of Disco Elysium. Last we left off, we finally examined the body, and boy, was there a lot to examine apparently. A whole episode of examination. I'm noticing that this game, it can either be great for some people or terrible for some people. By that I mean some people just like to go 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. So moments like this, where like 40 minutes of examining the body, they'll be like, "Oh, can we just please get on with it? Skip, skip, skip." Or even just talking with Joyce, it's like, "Oh God, every time I talk with her, she's gonna take forever." Like, my friend Abrasive Music, he does not like Joy simply because she runs at the mouth. And I get it, some people don't, but I really do enjoy that world building, so that's why I'm so into it. There's a reason why Joyce was there, for world building purposes. And as I've already extolled upon the world building so many times already in this game, I just like it. I just love it. So I don't mind that Joyce was there to be a chatterbox. I really don't. But that's neither here nor there. We'll probably talk to her again. Whether or not it's this episode remains to be seen. Right now, as it says right here, Classier, I want to talk with her. Simply because we finally took down the poor body. I hope taking it down was enough. We don't have to cart it away to the morgue. Because God, I can't believe I'm saying this. I want to take the boots. I want the boots. I can't believe I'm saying that. Oh my God, this is gonna suck. But that's neither here nor there. That's probably in 2 episodes, knowing how I plays. And it's only, well, almost 4:30. So, shrugs. It's gonna take a little bit to do that. Anyway, hey, Classier.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Funny you should say that. I just came up here to tell you that, we've finished our autopsy. There were a couple of questions about Lele that came up that we'd like to ask you.
Let's see. I wrote down the nickname Lelystad.
The lieutenant has taken out his notebook. He moves his finger across the page.
We have questions that might help solve some gaps in our field autopsy. I'm sure my colleague has a few of his own while I take notes.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. Everything left to be clarified is in the column on the left.
How old did you say he was, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
The memory makes her smile.
We even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
The lieutenant makes a correction in his notes.
A miss.
And, his eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
And he also had a tattoo. Do you know the significance behind it?
Oh, that.
Did it happen to be an Orleanese map of the waterways?
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
Really? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Shut up, conceptualization.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
I like how this voice actress reads the lines and she's remembering. It clearly for her is a great memory. I really do like that. And it's like just from just starting with the descriptions, it's like he had many scars that made him appear older, but no. We even celebrated his birthday. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies. It was strange seeing those eyes in his screwed up face. Pardon the swearing. He wasn't ugly. You see, like, she's recalling a memory. And obviously that's all she has at this point now, just a memory. And yet still, I like how the voice actress is reading the lines. It's like a memory long since gone that will never be revisited and never be seen again. Almost melancholic. There, that's the word I'm looking for. Almost like a melancholic tone. And you were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
Then, could you tell us precisely what these mean?
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Huh. Well, thank you for clearing that up.
Change of topic, perhaps?
She looks over her shoulder to the sea, then back at you, smiling faintly. So it's a map of all the islands he went to. Makes sense. And, well, since we're on the topic of places, where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
In other words, if you live in America, it's the Midwest. Farmland country. Okay. So Lelystad is a farming municipality.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
So you were both from beg pardon, excuse me. So you're both from Oranje.
Yes, we were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No, he was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrek. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Mother Aranye. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
Huh, interesting. So a man clearly of military descent, well, maybe not descent, with a military background, and yet he wasn't a patriot.
No, he left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person, a small platoon leader, certainly not a patriot.
Well, to be fair, you don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together, in loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
A column of air encircles her, brushing gently on the metallic silver fabric that covers her shoulders and her long, slender arms.
It may be a little rough around the edges, but Revachol loves everybody.
It didn't love him.
The feeling dissipates. The cold passes. The woman's eyes follow yours to the piece of notebook paper.
One more question, if you don't mind, I'm sorry. We ordered a toxicology report on Lele. Before it comes in, do you any idea what it might show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss, but we'll manage without your help for now.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Miss Classier, for your help on this.
All right.
The lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment. I'm sorry, I was distracted and like half looking at the script and like looking at my phone. I should not be doing that while making a recording. That is called distraction. Very bad. Whoops.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
I could do these, but shrug, you know. So, thank you so much, Classier. Oh,
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
well, that is what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
I'm sorry, Visual Calculus, but where are you going with this?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
I could, but, you know, why don't I try it myself first, okay? Just give me a bit to think, okay? At my age, you know, if I had to guess, I think I'm,
Yes?
I'm, early 30s, you know, a very rough 30. I mean, a early 30s that has lived the party life and quite possibly maybe regretting it now.
You're a rough rider, but not in your early 30s. Do you want to know the truth?
Well, I don't know much about myself apart from the last few days. What's one more truth? How can I be afraid of a number? Come on, just bring it on.
To the laboratorium.
Wait, are you serious? Are you serious? That's a thought. Okay. That's a thought, sure. Wow. 7 hours to figure out my age. Man, my brain is cooked. Your face looks like it's 58 and your body 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100. Both longer than they ought to be, the day and the century, but for how long then has this thing attached to your sentience walked the planet's crust? Time to start raking those brain of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Do I care? I don't know why I'm singing this. Oh, no, I know why. It's like a year-long subbing sub work for a class that dealt primarily with special needs students. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, really. They're a joy to be with, but you can only listen to Barney and Elmo's world for so long before it just gets permanently burned into your brain. Like, seriously, there's only so much of it you can handle. Now, every now and again, I just start humming Elmo's world to myself. But this was exceptionally worse. I went with the I love you, you love me theme. It's like, oh god, I don't know where I was going with that. Yes, my brain is slightly cooked on that front. Oh, yes. Ooh. Wow, I stretched my throat a little bit there, Dad. I felt an air pocket pop in my throat. Oh, that actually felt a bit odd. But anyway, that's, neither here nor there. We also need to take care of Kuno's dad. Oh, boy, this is gonna be, this is gonna be a lot of fun, isn't it? Oh, boy. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just gonna be a lot of regrets. Did you say it was upstairs or something? I don't know. Let me look at my journal. I don't remember. There we go. Split a key. Well, I don't know about that one. Eureka Death, wash it off. There's a bathtub in your room in the Willing. I don't have that anymore. Oh, no. Wait, can't I do that at my rental place? Shrug? Once you're done with it, send a course to Yes, I know. I know. Get speed from Kuno's apartment, take down Kuno's dad. Flat 12 in the Capeside apartment building and get Kuno's speed. Sharing it with him will cement your friendship. And who knows what secrets it will lead to. Yeah, well, I'll give it to him when... when Kim goes to sleep at night. Because I can't do it in front of him. He will kill me. He probably would. It's like, what the hell are you doing, officer? Anyway, apartment 12. Is this apartment 12? Well, it's green now. This is apartment 12, right?
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno de Reuter.
Uno de Reuter. That's an interesting name. I also don't have my, Wait, really? Oh, chain cutters. 1 second. Let me put that on first before I start with the conversation. Really? This doesn't work? Okay, that's fine. This is a multi-purpose tool. Couldn't it work, technically? I suppose not. It's not... It may be the Swiss Army knife, apparently, multi-tool, but it doesn't have chain cutters. That's a terrible multi-tool. Okay, so we have that. Now I can do the whole talkie-talkie thing.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno de Reuter.
Well, looks like we found where Kuno's dad lives.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Well, no reason to be breaking and entering, not yet at least. Yeah, we'll say that as last resort. For now, let's do the civil thing and, knock lightly.
No response. The apartment numbers have fallen off the door, leaving the panel with a sticky 1-shaped shadow and a marker drawn 2. Good thing you already have the chain cutters in your hand. Nothing left to do now but snip, snip.
Yeah, but let's knock one more time, just in case.
No response. The apartment... Good thing you already have the chain cutters in your hand. Nothing left to do now but snip, snip.
Please don't say snip snip, that's... that sounds like from Robin Hood Men in Tights with, what was his name again? I just had his name. The one that played Friar Tuck in Robin Hood Men in Tights. Oh God, Mel Gibson. It's like you just put I just take this little machine here and put the thingy in here and snip the tip. It just reminds me of that. That's why I'm like, please don't say that. All right, well, breaking and entering it is. If I fail this, I am going to scream.
Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door.
Why do I always get low-ass numbers? And by low, I mean in comparison to what the goal is. Why? Why? My rolls are never... It's like going gambling. My luck is usually on the low side. It's like, god damn it.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
What am I getting myself into here? Oh boy, what am I getting myself into here? 3 months of no power. Where's his father? Yeah, shh. No, let's not take his money. That's all he has, clothes. We do have a desk here, though.
A phone book
Oh,
lies
God,
open
he's
atop the
sleeping.
table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
Hey, Lieutenant. Looks like I found the, psychoactive substances here.
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something in the other room.
I know, he's just in the other side, snoring up a storm. Man, this is not making me feel good.
You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
Give me a moment, please. I have the oddest of feelings. Oh, God. Yeah, sure, because, again, I have the oddest of feelings that logic is not going to help me here with this gentleman. He might just deck me. Like, just deck me and mop the floor with me. Do I have anything else that helps with, physical instrument? Not pain threshold. Literal physical instrument. Anything. Anything at all. I'm surprised I don't. Wait, really? All this time, the wife beater's the only thing that helps me with being people. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay. We're screwed. I can go in here, but that is so fucking dangerous. Glossy erotica covers the wall, wrinkled from moisture. Well, you know, I don't... A part of me does not want to poke the bear. Another part of me wants to poke the bear because Kuno is clearly in an abusive family relationship dynamic. Oh God, I really don't want to poke the bear, but I've come to respect Kuno enough. Okay, well, vigilantism, here we come. Oh God, help me here. We're so in trouble. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh God. Let me look at my equipment again. Interfacing, rhetoric, empathy, reaction speed. I would assume some things with reaction speed will be helpful. I can't imagine... Well, maybe we can talk to him, yeah. Oh, God, what am I doing? I am asking for trouble here. I really, really am. Can I do anything with these shoes? Well, we got good composure. Nothing else with these shoes. That's great. What can I do with the glasses? Empathy and no longer. I can't possibly empathize with this man. I don't feel I can. Logic, visual calculus, savoir-faire. You know what? YOLO, whatever. If he wakes up, we're dead. That's fine. Look at the laundry. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, he don't need his jeans. I'd rather steal from the man than from the kit where Kuno can at least, you know, get some money. Regular black jeans. How regular can they be? Where are you? There you go. Composure. Oh, yay. You know what? I'll just wear it. I could use the composure. A normal day for the normal guy. Thank God for black jeans. Everyone looks good in black jeans. Combine it with your favorite book t-shirt and yellow classic bag to channel the laid-back trash bin raccoon meets a cool professor vibe. Or do whatever you want. It's just a pair of black jeans after all. Thank you for that. Where's jeans? There we go. I mean, I'll put them on. You never know. I wonder if this is code for doing something. A favorite book t-shirt. And a yellow plastic bag. Nah. No, that's just a description. It can't mean anything. Cough, cough. Hello, sir. We're poking the bear here hard.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. A stained parka. Some towels and a duvet. Some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest.
Hey, hold up, Lieutenant. Look over there on that pile of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
The lieutenant has covered his nose. Oh, he is a stinky boy, is he? Poke the bear.
Something underneath there is breathing.
Let's continue to poke.
Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it.
Oh, that sounds disgusting. A greasy duvet. Ketchup stains. Are we sure that's ketchup? Could it not be blood? I mean, considering the kind of man he is, drugs, and a beater? I mean, I don't know. Shrug. Let's poke again.
You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol, and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth.
Please tell me that is just figuratively speaking and not literal, because if it's literal, that means he is quite possibly suffering from sepsis.
You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
Kim, is this Kuno's father we're seeing?
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
I'll be honest, I was expecting something worse.
I think he's still quite bad. I mean, what he has come to.
The lieutenant tilts his head.
This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Wait a minute. What? Look at that. What happened to his eyes?
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight.
Jeez, you're telling me. I mean, this is some serious damage he's done to himself. I'm still not sure he's not even dead in front of us right now. Suddenly, the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth, along with a strong stench of alcohol.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Well, maybe we should help him somehow?
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side. We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The arm saws would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The lieutenant stops, listening to him.
Years, months, weeks. The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
But is this thing even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to a fleshy lump sticking out from the other end of the blanket. The limb seems to be twitching from time to time.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. Maxtor is a gas company. He's wearing free socks from a gas company. They probably came with the bills. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Can I still do this?
The aging alcoholic.
I can, okay, because I do... It's very interesting. I was ready for a humongous fight and, quite honestly, to, I don't know, have maybe an emotional discussion with the man. Now, I don't feel sorry for... Okay. I take that back. To a small, did I say small? Degree, I feel sorry for him, for the man that he has become. I mean, what kind of life does a person have to live in order to, that they have to bring themselves down so hard, like, so extremely hard with drugs, alcohol, just basically just basically escaping, if you will. I think that's the best way to say it. Escaping, escapism. Do I have nothing for perception? Are you serious? But anyway, while I look one more time, yeah, it's like escapism in such an extreme degree. It's sad. I can't understand it, and I'm glad that I can't understand it, because it means that I haven't met someone who is that much of a low point in their lives, and I myself am not at that level of life, that to be so low. Now, I have hit low points in my life, but never to a degree such as this. No. I would say probably just like normal everyday lows, if you can even say what a normal everyday low is. But I can never understand why people would destroy themselves so much, so horribly, and worse yet, take down other people with them. In this case, Kuno's his son, Kuno. I just don't understand it. I just don't.
The aging alcoholic is still there, breathing. The air in the room is stale.
5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need a 3 or... sorry. 2... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need a 5 or higher. Let's try it.
The man groans.
Oh my god.
But his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something.
See, I'm telling you, every time I roll the freaking dice, it's just barely a pass. It's like being in elementary school. I'm just barely passing my assignments. I'm just barely above an okay grade, just barely above a C. Going down to a C. It's just like, Jesus.
And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs.
You're awake, aren't you? He's awake.
His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece.
Pretty much. Though he's conscious enough, or he's in a drunken stupor that everyone he sees is the police. Well, since I didn't quite get what I wanted in terms of telling you off, took your amphetamines, old man.
Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body.
Good. Now let's go. Really, how... Just gone. He's just gone. In the meanwhile, I do have this that appeared. Interesting. Let me see what it is. Oh. Kuno de Reuter is the name on unfinished homework. Is his name spelled Kuuno? Or does he not... No, he must know how to at least spell his name. And unfinished homework, too. So he does go to school. But then he has a bunch of crap that he has to deal with at home that he has to escape. Oh. It's from 2 years ago. Wow. That comment 2 years ago should not have hit me that hard, but it gives a timeline that, you know, I'm gonna get away from this because he's snoring and it's kind of annoying me. But yeah, the fact that homework is from 2 years ago, that paints a picture that for Kuno, home life has become unbearable. I'm not saying that that's when the unbearableness started. I mean, you don't... for a child that young, he was probably 10, 9 at the time when he quit school. For a child that young to just up and quit school, it's not a decision that you'd be like, I just choose to quit school at this moment. No. This is something that's been systemically happening, this abuse from his father, and it's come to a point where 2 years ago, Kuno's like, you know what, screw this, I don't want to go to school anymore, I found drugs, my dad's taking drugs, let's probably try it, oh, I forget all this crap that's happening, let's take it and screw school, let's be my own person, let's live life the way I want to live it, away from my dad's insanity, and all that Who Shot John stuff, yeah, but, yeah, I guess I feel for Kuno and his situation a lot more than I probably do other people because, and I said this before, I used to be a teacher. Thankfully, I've never had students where they've, well, not knowingly I should say, because let's be honest, kids, especially teenagers, they're good at hiding shit. They really are. They're good at hiding stuff, especially their home lives. So not knowingly have I ever learned that a child was like Kuno, living in such a horrendous situation. I've heard horror stories from fellow teachers, yes, but I've never experienced it myself. And yet, I guess that's why I feel for Kuno and his story here, that's being portrayed here. Such a horrible family life, an abusive father that beats him when he is not drunk and drugged out of his mind, barely able to function in bed. It's sad. It really is. And I'll say it one more time. I can't understand how some people can bring themselves to such a low point that they have to drink and drug themselves to oblivion. And now, it's so funny that I'm saying that, because my character Harry has basically done that with alcoholism. He really has. It's... I suppose for Harry, this amnesia moment is a saving grace. It is for him a second chance at life to become something better than what he was spiraling down into. And Kuno's father, he's not going to get that second chance. I mean, hell, like Kim said, and this is also like mirroring the real world. People who are in such a state, even if they wanted to heal themselves, they can't afford to go to the doctor for that. And sometimes they're in such a poor state that even a non-profit organization will not take them in to help. And it's especially worse if the person clearly is hell-bent on wanting to kill themselves, so the non-profit is not going to take them in. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know why I went on this tangent. I guess it's because just seeing it happen, even in a video game. But this video game, like, this video game tries to make things not one-dimensional. It tries to bring both sides of a conversation into it. Like, from Kuno's point of view, he was the son beater. He beat his son. And that was already not good. So I came in here wondering, oh, what am I walking into? I am going into the bear's den. I'm poking the bear, looking under the covers of the bed. Come to find out, he is in such an absolute sorry state that I guess the best way I can describe it is that I pity him. I pity him for the state that he's in. I don't feel sorry for him because he put himself in that state, but I pity him. It is like such a rundown, low state of affairs that I can't help but to pity him, even though I don't like him and don't feel sorry for him. And I guess that's the good person in me, that even though I don't like someone, and I mean from a personal standpoint, if I don't like someone that I personally know to some degree, I can still find something in them that is relatable. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it, because relatable. I, to a small degree, relate to Kuno's father, because I was in such a low point before. Again, not drugs and alcohol and all that, but just basic educational stuff. I almost got, expelled from college because of poor performance. So that was a low point for me. So I know how it feels to be at a low point and lost. But I recovered. And I guess that's why I can pity Kuno's father, because he's at a low point, but that's where the similarities end. He's not recovering, and he chose not to recover. He chose not to bounce back. And that's his choice. That's his choice. And I pity him for that. I do. Wow, that just took a left turn into, like, discussions that I didn't think I'd be having, but here we are. And I only went on this huge, like, 5-minute tangent because I am going to end the episode. And it's like, it was like, 38 minutes when I started? I wasn't going to do anything of great substantial worth at that point, so to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to end the episode here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I also just realized that this was not being recorded. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, you know what? At least I have the audio. I can at least replay the game, listening to my audio, trying to time it out, which is what I'm going to do. That sucks. God damn it. Well, okay, it is what it is. You're gonna see gameplay that may not match my commentary because it's going to be dubbed over, because it's going to be playing alongside my commentary. I done it once before. It's very annoying, but it's what it is. God damn it. Later, everyone.